A very, very warm welcome to my channel, guys. And yes, it is the Festival of Lights going on in India. So, wishing you everyone, all my viewers, a very happy Diwali and may this year be very, very prosperous for you. And coming down from the prosperity concept to the finances concept. Now, this is something, guys, it's been spoken about so much. Everyone discusses about being financially independent, especially to women, right? But it's in general. Generally, everyone have to have their financial independence in place. Now, in some of the interactions that I had with certain people, I have found some typical categories. Uh, there are there is one category wherein one person will be uh, financially dependent on somebody else, like on one person, and it's gonna be the same person that they're dependent upon emotionally. Okay, now this is the worst case I feel, right? See, imagine if that source, whatever, whoever the person is who is giving you financial support, who is giving you the emotional support, for some reason cannot do it someday, or is not there to give you, or thinks of going away from you for whatever reason, you are just left in a very bad place wherein you don't have your finances in place and you don't have the emotional stability in you to think about how to get the finances back, like, how do I come on track again. Then there is a second category wherein a person might be financially very independent, don't have to ask anything to anyone, and might be teamed up with a person with whom there is 100% of emotional dependence. Financial independence is there, but he or she is not emotionally independent, right? There's a full focus dependency on this other person. Now, in this case, what happens is, if God forbid this particular person or whatever, whoever is the source who is giving you that emotional support, in your life, happens to be not be there for whatever reason, goes away, cannot provide that emotional support any longer, it can so affect you that you might not be able to manage your finances. Your head has to be in place, right? Your emotions have to be in place so that you can do whatever that you're doing to get your finances. You're getting, say, you're working somewhere and you're getting a monthly salary. For that, you have to be working properly. For that, your mind has to be in place. Your emotions have to be in place, right? So I think the second category is also equally bad, might not be so bad, because if you have your savings in place for some time until you get your emotions on track, that can be helpful. But yeah, not again that so good place to be in. Third category, I think it is safe a bit, because what happens, there are some people, they might be financially dependent on somebody, but that same somebody is not their emotional support. So again, God forbid this financial support goes away, at least these people's emotions are, or their emotional independence is strong enough to give them the mental strength to think about, okay, now my financial support has gone away, what should I do next, right? How do I get those finances in place? This financial dependence is talked about a lot, and everyone is aware about it, but this other concept of being emotionally independent is not so very well talked about, and sometimes they, like how I give example, they correlate. It's usually between couples that you'll see all this correlation. I know when we get into any sort of long-term commitments, there is a considerable amount of emotional dependence that goes in, sometimes a lot of financial dependence also. But guys, when you have this 100% uh, dependency on anything, right? I feel, I think, can put you into a little bit of sticky situation, because sometimes people are not able to give you that 100% support back, right? Might be financially, might be emotionally, and that's why maybe you should always, sometimes I think the best source of your emotional dependence should come from yourself. Like how you are dependent for finances on yourself, you should be dependent for your emotions on yourself. That's the most safer source. You are your most safer source for anything to depend upon, financially, emotionally, spiritually, everything, right? So that is something I just happened to observe recently because all this festive season is going on. People are splurging money, and people are like, considering, the emotional side and doing some sort of shopping, going beyond their budgets and all. So this is something just hit me, and I wanted to share with you guys. So yes, try to minimalize this 100% quota on certain entity, on certain person. Don't give anybody so much of right, so that either they're using your emotional dependence to get financial benefits from you, or you're like, again, what to say, totally financially and emotionally dependent on one person, that the person is feeling overloaded because of your dependence upon him or her, right? Always try as much as possible not to get into 100% zone for anything, and try to be as independent as possible. Okay, have a very nice festive season and enjoy Diwali. Yeah, till then, see you in the next video. Bye bye.